Hi, thanks for taking a brief moment of your time to check out this video. And I've got a thought, first of all, I want to share with you, and then share a little bit more about my COVID-19 experience, and then give you an intro to the intro of a business opportunity that I will soon present, okay? And so the thought that I want to share is on overcoming obstacles. Okay. And Moliere says that the greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. Isn't that cool? The greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. And although obstacles will be a part of our journey in reaching our goals and our dreams and our aspirations, it's important to be mindful, to understand that we do have the ability to navigate through the obstacles. All right. And so we must never lose sight of our goals and our dreams, our aspirations, no matter what the obstacles are that come our way, because obstacles certainly will come. Henry Ford says that obstacles are those frightful things that you see when you take your eyes off your goals. Obstacles are those frightful things that you see when you take your eyes off of your goals. Okay, now, by the time I got to the hospital, okay, on October the 26th, 2020, last year, can you believe it that 2020 is gone? What? Yeah, I guess you could, right? But 2020, that's when I tested. 2020, October 26, 2020 is when I tested positive for COVID-19. I was in the hospital, and I had felt terrible for about a week. And my wife said, "You've got to go to the hospital. We're going to get you out of here, and you're going to go to the hospital." Long story short, I ended up testing positive while in the hospital. And this is the thought. I did not know if I was going to make it out of the hospital or not. I didn't know if I was going to live or die. That's the honest to goodness truth. Just did not know. When the doctor came and said, "Mr. Brown, you've tested positive for COVID-19. Well, I was shocked, first of all, okay, that I had COVID, because I hadn't been going out. All right. But people were coming in the house, and somewhere, I ended up with COVID-19. Okay. But here's the thing. Okay. I remember laying in the bed, and I prayed to the Lord, and I said, "Lord," I said, "if you heal my body, if you get me out of here," right? I said, "I'll do whatever you want me to do." Okay. I'll do whatever it is that you want me to do. And then I kind of left it at that. All right. So, it was a little over 2 months had passed. Matter of fact, around the first week in January, maybe it was probably like January the 2nd. And the Lord really, how God tugs at your heart, speaks to your heart. And then the Lord told me what he wanted me to do, is call me into the ministry of an evangelist. Now, mind you, I was a preacher years ago. Okay. Left the church, continued to love my Lord Jesus, but I got tired of like the church, organized religion, all of that. Yeah. And I had started a Bible study in my home that went for several years. And that was my getting out, and getting out and having fellowship with some other people, okay? And we would study the Bible together. And like I said, we did that for several years. And then people moved away. People got sick, and we kind of phased it out for a while. We're going to get it back up, but that never happened. Long story short, I had been out of church for a while, probably a year and a half. I told my wife I'm going to start going to look for fellowship. And that's when COVID hit. Well, a dear friend of mine, had Zoom church going on. And so I got involved in Zoom church and, really, really involved ever since about March, March or April. And I'm still involved in Zoom church, And when the Lord spoke to me about becoming an evangelist, I really wasn't surprised, But be careful. You have to be careful what you say you're going to do. I said, Lord, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Long story short, I'm starting another channel. I'm going to keep my channel here because I'm going to do business on this channel. But I'm also doing another channel where I'm going to be sharing Bible studies and things like that. Like I said, I had been in ministry many years. I pastored a church for 20 years. And I was a preacher and a Bible teacher, and I just left it alone. Just got out of it, man. And the Lord called me back into it. And so that's what that channel is really going to be about. And so, I'll leave a link. I'll leave links in case somebody wanted to know what that channel is all about. They can go visit that channel as well. But this channel, I'm going to keep it for business, mainly for business. And actually, this is going to be my business channel where I'm going to share ideas and thoughts and things like that. But it's been a real strange, if I could say strange, different year. 2020 was a different year. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. And hopefully things are going to get a whole lot better in 2021. And I don't know where you are on the vaccine and all that, but I had COVID, and I don't ever want to get COVID again. Like I said, it's not funny, but I can laugh a little bit now. Because when the doctor came in, he says, "Mr. Brown, you have COVID." He put his hand on my shoulder and said, "I'm sorry." And it's funny the way they look at you because they don't really know, if you're going to pull through or not. My blessing was the fact that my oxygen levels never dipped to the point where I needed to be on some kind of ventilator. And so they kept me overnight to that next night, the next evening when I went home. And here's the thing, and but I'm looking at my time because I don't want this to go long, but they told me that well, Mr. Brown, we're going to send you home, but if you start having problems breathing, if you feel that your oxygen levels are going down, then you need to rush back to the hospital. Yeah, that was, that was pretty much it. The home health nurse, I probably shared this on the other video, but I think about it all the time. The home health nurse says when she came to the house and saw me laying in bed, she was wondering why I was not still in the hospital. That's how crazy, this whole thing was. But thankfully, the Lord blessed me, healed my body, raised me up, called me into the ministry of an evangelist. And so my new channel that I'm going to do for that part of what I do online, it's going to be it's going to be very informative. First of all, we'll cover a lot of the Bible. Okay, and that's what I used to do, and so I am excited about it. But when you say you're going to do something for God, and then He calls you out, you got to do it. Now, I'm going to be sharing in a day or two about this incredible business opportunity. I'm looking at it now. It looks really great. A lot of people are getting involved in it. And so this is the intro to the intro, okay, of the business opportunity. All right. And so be on the lookout for that. All right. And it's low cost, but it's very the profit potential is very great. So we could have a really great opportunity that I'm going to be sharing in the next couple of days. So again, I just want you to be on the lookout for that. Okay, and we're going to share that opportunity with you. So I think I said everything I wanted to say in this video. And if I did not wish you a happy New Year's, then I definitely want to do that. It is, January 13th, 2021. Can you believe it? January 13th, 2021. Time is already moving, right? All right. But there you have it. I'm Terry Brown, wishing you a blessed and wonderful day, morning, night, noon, evening, whatever. I'm going to bed because it's 3:30 in the morning. So hope to see you real soon. All right. Bye-bye now.